All right, we'll do it live. Hey, everybody. Brandon here with Player Hater Gaming, and I am so happy to welcome all of you to tonight's episode, which may or may not allegedly get cut short because you might hear the thunder rumbling the walls of my room. So in case that
Apparently
happens
Thor decided that he needs to visit for
randomly go offline, you know what happened. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll be safe. It's just a lot of lightning and going on, and just we're known to lose power when that happens because you can't depend upon power around here. But anyways, once again, thank you all for being here very much. Above me, you can see these fantastic avatars from this great artist who I will put up in the chat here momentarily. So welcome, table. Thank you for coming back for another week. I'm surprised no one's just decided to just leave yet.
What?
All right, I kind of thought about it, but then I got lost on the road, so I ended up back here.
Right.
Came back. It was awkward and weird. Where's my highlighter? Uh-oh.
It's over in the drawer.
Got it.
3 over to your left.
No, found it. Got it. Highlighter. We're ready. I got highlighter. I got dice. I got water. All right. I'm just really excited.
Sure.
No, sorry. Go ahead. Feel free to use those help dice. I will get them recorded as I see them come up. Thank you, Megan. Let me actually go ahead and get that up now and off to the side,
Megan,
so I can keep track rapidly.
Megan, leave one for Vinny to get, because Vinny wanted to give me one today, and he keeps getting upset that he can't give me one.
He should be quicker on the draw. He's got to be quick draw McGraw. Oh, man. Well, as usual, we have a couple of quick announcements to make before we get into tonight's episode. First off, let me really quick do this. I have been kind of forgetting. The character art you see here is done by an amazing artist who does a variety of things. They handled all the avatars you see in I believe it was Blender or some similar 3D modeling software. It is beyond my scope of understanding because I'm a baboon and I just grunt and people still listen to the stories I tell. I don't know why. But if you like this and also you want to see, yeah, absolutely, it's just hard. Crazy. You can also see their artwork on our Patreon, which I am so excited to announce finally the theme that will be released this Friday, as it is the first Friday of the new month, as it is April's Fools on the 1st of this month. Take my help. There we have it. We got it. You're locked out. You got all 3 dice.
Oy.
Oy. No, but with the theme of April Fools, the Patreon content creation team decided to make a Feywild festival. So in the one shot that will be released on Friday, if you are a part of that particular tier to have access to it, you will have an entire one shot themed around a festival set in the Feywild, to include all the usual and very old tricks we are used to seeing happen with Fey creatures and, of course, the lore that surrounds the Feywild. You know, don't give your name, don't eat anything of the place. Just a few quick little hints to all of you out there. So if you're a part of that, I look forward to all of you enjoying it. We also have our fantastic homebrew item, our NPC, and our monster. Tons of great things ready to come out on Friday. Let's see here. Beyond of that, we do have our socials to check out. If you want to see those, we have our 2 Discords that we continue to have, as I just like them to have a good separation of one place to share memes and talk life, and one place to play fantastic tabletop game over a text-based chat server. But I will not pretend to know anything about that realm because I'm very much a person-to-person. I never really got into the text-based thing. But someone that can tell you all about it is David. David, tell us about that Discord.
Yes, sorry.
I know you're probably smashing a burger right now.
No, not yet. I was actually responding to somebody actually regarding the same thing.
Oh.
So you do actually have a Shirma, our text-based server, which is a Westmarch. So if you want to create a character, have some fun RPing with other people, maybe get into a game where you end up possibly facing like about 5 owl bears, a door that could turn into any kind of creature, from a giant mimic all the way to a goblin that may or may not
Mimics?
beat you down to the ground.
Who would use such a
Um,
creature?
I know, right? Not like I've done that enough times, and
Never in a D&D
actually,
game. What even is a mimic?
never. I haven't also scarred enough people to, if they ever hear, hey, you go into a library, that their first instinct is to cast fireball with nobody in the room, just to make sure that papers all burn and the mimics all die. But anyway, I digress. That is not the point of this conversation. um, but if you did want to learn how to play, or just like I said, just create a character, have fun with it, join our server. You're new, you're old, you've been at this for a while. We welcome everybody. And who knows? Maybe I run a game tomorrow and I scar you too. Who knows? Maybe.
We'll find out. But thank you very much, David. I appreciate it. With
Mhm.
those out of the way, I think we're ready to dive into tonight's episode. Because I've been very busy over the last hour making some things come into fruition, and I am so excited to hopefully use them tonight.
What?
And also, don't mind me. You've been seeing me rolling around a lot. I recently bought brand new, really fancy wheels for my office chair, and it just rolls really smoothly now. So I'm excited about that because I'm a nerd, and those types of things make me happy.
Got it. So when we start noticing that he starts to zoom across the screen, we know why.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
previously on our Tales of the Skytorn, the group had found themselves, I wouldn't say posing or faking their way through being competent deckhands, but certainly playing their part with the assistance of Drakix and his knowledge of the Cloud Ocean, able to convince the group of other deckhands and the captain of the Chaser of Constellations that they were competent and they were here to just be hired deckhands, and that they were completely not here to spy and to gather information on two very high-profile political figures that had come from Riz in their current, I believe, let's see here, week and a half, 2-week current stint on the Cloud Ocean. For some of you, this is quite a long time. Some of you have made this trip before. Maybe not as long, but you certainly have in the past. I'm just going to do something real quick before I forget. Go. As they spent more and more time on this particular ship, they began to realize that something wasn't exactly right, or something
smelled
off.
wrong, and it wasn't half the crew who hasn't showered in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, something smelled awful, and it wasn't the crew. Through some investigation, they did realize that there was a very large portion of the cargo level mostly filled with these large, huge crates that could probably easily 6-7 feet tall, all the way around in a cube shape. What was particular was how they were fashioned together, seemingly with no nails or screws, just either crafted well or through arcane methods sealed in some manner. Trying to get further investigation and also fend off interesting, strange specters while they slept, they also began to realize that something was pulling them together while they dreamed. What that may be, there's certainly some good theories amongst the party, but we shall see what they come up with. The very last thing we left off with was Miss Eva standing up in the crow's nest, looking out over the incredible and just amazingly beautiful Cloud Ocean. I mean, just as far as you can see, there's the puffy, popcorn-like looking clouds. There's the simple, smooth, heavy fog clouds. It's just beautiful and amazing. Not a cloud above you, because you're already above the clouds. then something interesting kind of took your attention, kind of a bit to the east of where you were at. You began to see a shape, or these clouds began to bend and pierce upward as if something was trying to come out of the cloud ocean. And it was still manipulating the clouds, trying to break through, as if the clouds themselves was some kind of a blanket or something like keeping this object underneath. But as you looked longer, you watched in, I guess, absolute shock and horror as a very familiar front of a skyship began to pierce through the clouds and continue upward at a 45-degree angle, slowly turning its way towards you. In these quick few moments, maybe just 3 to 7 seconds, what is your initial response?
If we go from what you had told me the last episode, Eva is currently shitting bricks because the last time that she ran into this ship, she nearly died.
True.
But would I have time to cast a spell?
I would say you could choose an action to cast a spell.
Given the terror that is preventing her from vocalizing this ship coming their direction, again, using information from the last episode, as the fear causes her to black out, as she goes down, she's going to throw out her hand and cast Minor Illusion off the side of the ship as
Okay.
far out as she can. So
Okay.
however far 30 feet will get her.
Okay.
And if a giant flare light appears there, giant red bright light.
Okay. So as the tremor and the tightness, you find yourself actually, your throat almost shuts and you're unable to pull in breath just from how tight your body is beginning to lock down into muscles. Every muscle is just incredibly tensed. But you manage to flick your hand out rapidly before the darkness takes you. Everybody else, what are you doing?
just Pray to God somebody saw it.
Okay.
Last night, remember, a doctor is back in the infirmary eating his breakfast.
Okay. Chakix, Fred, the two of you are just waking up, I believe.
No, we.
No, you have been up for just a hot second.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Red is still pissed off at Drac.
Yeah, that's right.
That's okay. That's okay. He did it for two reasons, and that was to test to see if he's going to say anything, if he remembers, and his reaction overall
That's
about
right.
Drac
You did
actually
have
saying
that
thank you.
Interesting interaction with that individual.
Yes, douchebag. Drac now has a better feel for him, and also he's thinking about stabbing him in the eye, but that's for later when it comes down to it.
I'm sure the feeling is mutual.
Yes, the feeling is certainly mutual.
You see, the worst part of all is I don't know if that's Red also sharing the same feeling of stabbing Drac in the eye instead of douchebag, or
who knows? Who could be sure?
who knows? Who
Who
knows?
is sure?
The paladin's gonna get shanked by his own party one of these days.
Mm-hmm. Not shanked, darling. I don't do that. Probably immolated.
You have a doctor, at least.
How good are you with burns, doctor?
Pretty decent. There's plenty of different alloys you can apply, as well as some magical options.
Where were the two of you going to head after that interaction?
We're probably gonna head up because we were gonna go make sure that Eva was fed. Correct, Red?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just as the two of you breach onto the top deck. You look around. It's a beautiful, incredible morning. But then you see here, looking at your passives. Let me grab that real quick.
What passive?
Oh yeah, that's right. Back picture like this is a nice day. I miss being on the cloud ocean. I really want to go to this one place. They had great exotic food. Or we could go back to, and as you are just enjoying life to its fullest, Red, you notice out of the corner of your eye, you can see this quick burst. No sound. Just a quick burst of bright reddish orange light about 30 feet off the starboard side of the ship.
Do I notice anything else unusual over there?
No.
Drac? Why would there be a flare suddenly in the middle of the ocean? So
Drac immediately turns. It's just like la 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 flare, snap neck. What?
I mean, you know about ships. I would assume you know what that means, yes?
Drac definitely would. Player is he's unsure how to express that information.
You would know
Well,
that
spit
it's,
it out.
I mean, you would, no one here is an idiot. You have base or higher level of intelligence and wisdom.
Mhm.
Someone probably saw something.
Would he be able to determine with the angle of the flare where that
You
shot
did
came
not
from?
see it go off, so no.
I did say angle, so it's like he kind of sees it kind of like curving down. So
Yeah, the problem is that minor illusion doesn't
magic.
do that. It just appears.
Yeah.
Magic does not have to follow gravity.
Listen, I tried.
I know,
Anyway,
I'm sorry, friend.
it's okay. It's
How
okay.
dare you
It's
try?
okay.
In a game where
It's okay.
trying is rewarded.
The flare was over
Simple.
there.
Okay. So he first thought is, flare means something's out there. He's going to immediately go to the side closest to where the flare is,
Okay.
and he's going to look out. Even though we're already outside, but you know what I mean.
Okay, give
Right.
me a perception check.
I mean, Red's gonna go look too.
Both of you can give me a perception check, or one of you can make one with advantage. Your choice.
I'll give you to you. Take the advantage because we know I'm terrible at these.
Right. Okay.
Got it.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Roll. 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As the two of you are looking over the edge, you're looking around, you can see the ship that's probably about 35 feet away. You can see individuals also looking around, and you kind of both look at each other, and one guy's like, gives like the universal I don't know sign, just hands in the air with a big shrug. You look around, it just, everything seems normal and plain.
Do I recognize anything about that ship?
The one next to you?
The one that we're looking at.
Yeah, it's been with you the whole time. It's one of the two ships that has been traveling with the main vessel.
Yeah, he's referring to one of the Wingata escorts.
Yes.
I don't see anything.
He's going to he's going to go, you know what? I'm going above. And he's pretty much just going to scale the freaking mast to go straight into the crow's nest.
Are you going up the ladder, or are you just going to go up the mast?
He's going to go up the ladder.
Okay, I was going to say, this is going to be completely different.
Listen, he's taking the ladder, even though he's pretty much just like scaling it. He's just like,
Okay, so
boom,
you
boom.
get on a ladder.
So
Go
I
ahead.
rolled a d4 to decide which way Eva would fall when she passes out.
Okay.
And she is half hanging out the top of the crow's nest.
Okay, I love it. You get up there, you're like, oh, going on up here? And you look, you can see her, and you're like, oh, okay, she seems fine. And then you take a few more rungs, and you look a second time. You're like, huh, I remember her saying she was hungover. She didn't drink much last night. Why, unless she's going to throw up? And you realize her hair is blowing in the wind, her arms are just hanging limply, and she seems just, aside from that, unconscious. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh dear. And you start climbing. You get up there, and you're able to, with your strength, it's easy enough. You get her back into the crow's nest, proper, seated, pressed against the mast.
He's going to kind of like quickly look her over, make
Okay.
sure that she's physically fine,
Okay.
other than being unconscious. First, he's going to try to do a medicine check to wake her up.
Okay. Roll a medicine check.
That's a 12.
12? Okay. You are looking her over, and you're seeing what you can determine what happened. As you kind of check the face, seems fine. There's still color. You open one of her eyes, doesn't seem overly dilated or anything like that. It closes by itself again. You get down to the neck, and kind of on the right side and a little rotated behind slightly, you see these two faint scarred over puncture marks. And you notice they are currently bleeding. Not heavily, just a little bit.
He is going to try to rouse her awake.
Okay. With
And
a 12, it's easy enough.
And at the same time, he probably, let me see, does he actually have like a cloth or something? Just to kind of, he has some vestments, screw it. He's going to kind of use that and just kind of like wrap it around her neck. Tender, like gently.
Okay.
And when she kind of like starts coming to, all she's going to hear is, Ava, what's wrong?
Eva, you begin to be pulled out of whatever dark, empty unconsciousness took you, and you begin to pick up smell, taste, hearing, touch, and then your eyesight returns to you.
Ava.
I'm going to gently push Drac aside so that I don't shove him out of the crow's nest, and I am looking again.
Okay. That is a.
He's gonna follow her eyesight to wherever the fuck she's looking at.
It is a beautiful, incredible sight, devoid of any horrible memories.
I kind of just fall back against the mast, and I'm not sure if I should believe what I saw or not.
He's gonna give her some time, but he's definitely gonna like look all around, see if like there's anything out of place.
Okay.
Like maybe something else is lingering on the other on the other side of the other ships or something that nobody's noticed, and you kind of can see it from up here or something. He's just like something like spooked her he wants to make sure that whatever it is isn't around anymore.
Okay.
That
You
way,
take a good few moments to look around. You feel confident that this is just the beginnings of a usual boring day of travel.
he's gonna kind of like lean down, like kneel, kind of. And he's gonna look over and say, like, "Are you okay?"
I don't know anymore. It They were there. They
Ooh,
were in the cloud. The ship. The Those bloody goddamn pirates. They were in the clouds.
internally, Drac goes, "Ow, that's me." Externally, okay. Well,
I
first of all,
saw the ship. It was here. And now it's just gone. I don't even know if it was there to begin with.
Eva,
okay.
about this time, you begin to notice you can feel a bit of warmth around your neck.
Put a
He just
hand
like
up to it and pull it away.
You pull away what looks to be like a ripped off sleeve of a tunic that Drakex probably had. For the most part, it just seems clean and fine, but there is one portion of it where there's two little splotches of blood side by side.
and he's just going to say, "Well, you were unconscious when I came up here, kind of hanging halfway out of the nest, and your neck was bleeding a little bit where the marks are, which is why I put that around your neck."
Can we just get out of the crow's nest for a minute? I need to be back on deck.
Or do you want me? Do you want to just climb on my back and I'll take us down? That way you don't have to worry about climbing. Or do you want to climb down on your own?
I'll take a ride if that's okay.
I offered because I wanted to make sure you're okay. And he just like kind of like once again like still kind of kneeling, waits for her to get on his back before he takes the ladder down again.
Okay. Again,
And
with
is
your strength,
immediately gonna sit against the mast again.
I would imagine you probably don't wear your armor on a-day basis, especially on a ship tracking. So with your strength, it's easy enough for you to get down safely. And
Yeah.
easy enough. Red, as you have been, what have you been doing for the last 5-10 minutes?
Looking up at the crow's nest and wondering what the heck's going on.
After about 5 minutes of your neck being cantered up that way, you kind of roll out a little bit of a kink in your neck, and you watch as Drakex is carrying Eva down the ladder. You kind of see some of the deckhands kind of looking, but it's not their business. They go back to work relatively quick.
She's gonna walk over to them. Eva, are you all right? What happened?
I saw the ship. I saw the goddamn pirates.
Right.
And then they were gone.
And so you're the one who...
Yeah.
Right.
At least I didn't want to raise too much alarm, but at least get attention over there.
Well, you certainly got mine.
And mine.
And mine.
Mm.
As
Only
you
after I
all
pointed it
look
out.
over and you can see Ulrich. Sorry, not Ulrich. I got the name. They're next.
I was about to
they're
say,
right
it's
next
not
to. They're
douchebag. It
right
should've
next to
been
each other on my
douchebag.
sheet. They're right next to each other.
Wait a second.
Elgar.
Elgar.
Elgar is there.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
As Elgar is there. His usual first mate attire, a bit more relaxed now. They're just kind of on the open cloud ocean track, as you know that typically when they're closer to port, things like that, they try to put on a little bit of a show. But when you're on the cloud ocean, rank only goes so far. It's usually might is right.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle you are well accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
But he's standing there. He's got like his barrel chest, bit of an ale gut, arms crossed. Did you see something worth that? And he kind of points up to where the flare was.
If it was there, then it would have absolutely been worth. But kind of looks up at the first mate. I have a bad history with some particular pirates.
Don't we all?
Once
A
again,
black
Ow.
ship about as dark as this one.
You describe the ship.
Yep.
He kind of thinks from it. Heard of that one. It's heard. I've never seen it. You've encountered it before.
Unfortunately, it took everyone I cared about, and almost took myself.
Well, I'm glad at least a life was spared.
About a
heard
dozen of
about
us.
one. What then? Do you need me to send somebody up for a few hours?
Honestly, first mate, at this point I don't know if it was an illusion caused by the ocean or if it was a trick of my own mind. And I don't know if it can happen again.
Very fair. I'll send somebody to replace you for today. Talk to me tomorrow before you go on.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. And he kind of wanders off. We see him kind of call somebody over, and they have a bit of a discussion before you see this scrawny, lanky guy just like comes past him. And he just starts climbing up.
So the rat of the ship decided to go take the crow's nest. Got it.
I don't think that was a decision. I think that was a demand.
That was a demand. Yeah, Dragon's just like keep kind of like keeping an eye on Eva and just like letting her have her time to herself, but at the same time like ready just to like help her in any moment.
Okay, got it. Doctor,
Yes.
do me a favor. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Sure.
Shit.
That is a 19.
19. Okay. What are you doing right now?
Probably finishing my morning ritual, honestly.
Okay. You finish preparing your items for the day. You have finished your breakfast, and beyond that, what would be the first thing he does afterwards?
Well, since I can't really leave the infirmary unless I'm called up for, probably get to work on this researching or studying something from the.
Okay. As you get up from finishing your morning ritual, you pocket your syringe. You finish fixing your mask, make sure it's nice and ready. As you turn and your view pans across the secondary bed, you continue, because obviously you you're not looking for anything. You're just moving to get to the study bench. But in that one split moment, as your vision settles across the what should be vacant bed, you see the sleeping form of your wife.
I do a double take immediately.
There is nothing there.
He wouldn't. No, that would rattle him pretty hard, honestly.
Okay.
He probably just stare for a good 10, 20 minutes.
Okay.
If you need me to go beyond that, once he's done staring, he would just steel himself again and go sit down at the desk. And
And you
pull
are
out
able
one
to
of
shake it off. It's nothing. I'm not going to take agency away from you. It would shake the doctor, as you have asked and you have stated. But with a 19 on your saving throw, you are able to steel yourself relatively quick. And whatever time frame you believe is relatively quick for the doctor, you just let me know.
Relatively quick. Comparatively to what any other day, I guess you say.
Yeah.
Probably it would have been like he would have been in shock for like 10 minutes at maximum. So
Okay.
probably like 4 minutes to seal himself back up, and because his guard was he was caught off guard with that.
And you begin to use your logic and your intelligence to kind of, we've seen a lot of weird things. We've been having a lot more vivid dreams we remember. Something is
Maybe.
probably messing with me.
Or this is just a remnant of what happened last night or something, just trying to explain it away until he has further proof saying otherwise.
Correct.
Then he will sit down at the desk in there and pull out one standard's notes on herbs and just get back to the research he was doing to pass the time until someone comes to him or he is called for any medical emergency.
Okay. Is there anything the rest of you like to accomplish with your day?
Nope, not at the moment.
Elven lessons.
Oh, that's right. We're doing elven lessons.
Elven lessons. Make an intelligence check.
Which one of us?
Drakex. You already speak it.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
There's a reason this language is dead.
Just doing
Awesome.
elven lessons on the deck while we're trying to relax.
Listen, his entire thinking is, well, other than these two in front of me, the only people he really needs to talk to are dead or going to be dead at some point. So that tracks.
There you go. Okay.
You'll get the hang of the language. It's quite beautiful once you learn it.
I'm sure. Just not today is not that day.
Baby steps, dear. Baby steps.
Alrighty then. Well, as the day comes to a close, each of you go into a long rest. I need Eva to roll a d4.
A D4?
D4.
All right. See, who do we get tonight? That's a 1.
1. Okay. As you let sleep take you, your friends are around you, obviously, except for the doctor, because he has to be confined to the infirmary. due to his actions on the second day
Mm-hmm.
of this journey.
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing. Does the doctor have like a no regrets tattoo across his collar?
No regrets.
No
You wouldn't
regrets.
know that. You
It's
wouldn't know.
somewhere. It's somewhere.
Mhm.
He's write that down for future reference.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just in your native tongue. Someone knows what it says.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me go look at something real quick. Okay, that's perfect. It's interesting. You know how it feels to sleep, and you know how it feels to be aware that you are dreaming. And then those precious few moments between consciousness and unconsciousness, you begin to wonder, what does consciousness even relate to? If I can be awake and aware of myself while dreaming. And your mind wanders on this thought for a moment. And then the moment, that release of gravity rapidly washes over your character. You have that bit of a, you know, when you like you're trying to fall asleep and then you like you wake up because like your heart rate got too low, you think you're falling or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that for you, Eva. You awake and you look around and you're in a somewhat familiar area. You look around and you're in a town or a city. Nope, city. Too nice. Brick. Paved road. Large, incredibly well built buildings. It's reminiscent of being close to the place where you saw the Ilram father be arrested. Very fancy and nice. But as you look around, you realize you're the only person here. But you hear off in the distance the sound. It's interesting. It feels like it should be next to you, but you know it's in the distance, like you're sitting next to a fireplace. You can hear the crackling and the popping of the flames against the wood. What do you do?
Is there any sign of smoke coming from somewhere? Like, is this a fire I'd be able to follow to the source?
Make a perception check for me as you look around.
Perception. 25.
Jesus. Natural 20
Dang.
for 25. Very nice. Yeah, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't it be? It's you. I mean, you look around. It makes sense, really. You look around and like there's a couple like distant whispers around you, surrounding you, almost ever present. But you've learned to repress them or push them out, drawing on them when you need them, when you want them. And you're looking around, you're like, I really wish I could see this. And you hear a voice over there. And your head just snaps directly where you need to look. And you can see there, the building itself is not on fire, but you can see smoke billowing out of windows and the half open doorway.
I am definitely heading over there.
Okay. You head inside and how do you approach and go through the doorway? Do you just go quickly? Do you go cautiously?
Definitely cautiously.
Okay.
Not trying to be like stealthy cautiously, but more of making sure that I don't take an action of like opening something or doing something that would cause the fire to come blow in my face.
Okay. The door is already partially open, so you don't have to worry about like back blast or anything. Or
Okay.
drafting the flame worse. But if you want to look inside, you're welcome to.
Do I hear anything besides the fire? Do I hear people or
You do hear
animals or
some voices. Definitely a heated discussion happening. Passive perception 15? Yeah, it's very good. Your passive is great, but give me one more perception check. Actually, no, forget that. We're rolling with that 20. I'm not gonna rob you of that. That's just good luck. You get closer, and let me go pull up some notes real quick. I'm gonna need notes for this one.
oh boy.
Yeah, I know. This is where if we had a sponsor, I'd say, do a sponsor read real quick.
Hashtag someday.
Right.
Yes, kitty cat. I know it's storming outside. Come on. He's like, Mommy, cuddle me.
You begin to hear a couple of voices. Predominantly, you hear two a little more aggressive voices and one very passive voice, all male. They are the much more aggressive voice. You hear them say, "You know what that's supposed to be. You know what purpose it holds. You can't expect to raise something like that. Hand it over while you still can breathe, old man." And you hear a much weaker, older voice. "I don't care. All life is sacred. It deserves a chance too." And then you just roll me. What will this be? Roll me an insight check. And I want you to take advantage, and I'll tell you why.
Oh.
Depending upon your roll.
Yep. So the first one is a 14.
Okay.
And the second one is 12, so 14.
Okay. Final answer?
Nope, not anymore. Plus 3, 17. Final answer.
With a 17, the whispers that consistently barrage you at some points, again, you've learned to harness them. And one of them begins to attempt to relay an emotion as you actually see it apparate in the doorway, almost seeming to mimic this very beefy male figure as his hand raises, holding something in his hand, and you can just feel this weight, this horrible wailing weight pressing on your soul, like listening to a parent's cries over their child. You can feel this pressure. Something awful is about to happen. What do you do?
If I were to peek around a corner, can I see these individuals?
You would need to move into the building to be able to look and see these individuals.
Then I will do so.
Okay.
And give me just a second. Um, yeah. I'm gonna try and move into that room, and as I go, I want to do oh wait, hang on, I have to read this again. Hold the phone.
Spells.
I know.
Spells.
What exactly does this do again? 1 second.
Well, it's spells and it's feats and how they interact, and it's
Ah.
What are you
yeah,
trying
fun
to
things.
do?
So I'm going to move into that room, and I
Okay.
want to cast dissonant whispers on the individual, that large domineering individual that I'm hearing.
Okay. You head into the room, and this will be the tail end of your natural 20, along with included with your passive perception. You look around and you can see there's about 5 individuals wearing similar clothing. Most of them wearing robes with the hoods up, very nondescript, and almost as if you have the feeling that a lot of times in the dream realm, memories are just kind of glossed over. Details are lost. Some things are forgotten. So the mind just plugs in the feeling associated with it. You can see not too far from the 5 individuals a very old man in these decent clothings. He's holding what looks to be a very familiar ivory colored vase. And you can see this very small child with vibrant red hair just kind of holding the pants leg of the old man. And then you look in the corner and you see Red curl into the fetal position, staring at this scene with tears streaming down her face. And you watch as you attempt to cast this spell. Nothing happens. You don't feel the magic move through your body. You don't even feel it apparate in this space. And you watch as this gem in the leader's hand begins to glow brighter and brighter. And you hear a scream of a young child. And for a moment, you feel like you're back in a previous dream. And you feel the full force of a phoenix directly in front of you. As this fireball-like blast centered on the child expands outward and obliterates everything and everyone in the room except for you, Red, and the vase. The 2 of you are left in this room, barely a structure standing at this point. Everything blackened. Some edges of the metals of the nails still orange red hot. Flames that rapidly took over this space with nothing but ash to occupy the space in between.
Can I carefully make my way over to Red?
Absolutely.
Put a hand out on her cheek. Kind of just pull her back to me. I'm sorry, love.
Thank you. I didn't want you to have to see this one.
And I would have given anything to keep it that way. I'm sorry I'm pulling this out of you.
It's alright. I dream this one every once in a while.
I'll just pull her into me and hold on to her.
know that vase? It's in my pack. I still have it.
It survived the fire.
Did.
Was he someone you knew?
My grandfather.
Looks like he was a good man.
He was. He gave his life for me.
Then we had best make sure we don't squander it.
Sorry, I'm just. This one always gets to me.
Take all the time you need. I
Thank you.
don't know if we're going anywhere particularly.
Right. I was so young. But it made me stronger. Truly, it did. But I shouldn't have had to be that strong, that young.
No one should.
And he shouldn't have had to die. Not protecting me. Mm. All right. I think we should leave this building.
All right. I'll pull Red to her feet.
And she gets up.
You know, as macabre as this might sound, you're quite strong at that young age to cause such destruction.
It's the phoenix in my blood.
Can barely imagine what you're going to turn into.
You know. I don't know if she's gonna say this right now. Hold on. Let me roll something. Yeah. Sorry, she's keeping it to herself.
Nope, it's all good. But I will guide her outside the smoldering wreckage of this building.
Okay. As the two of you step outside, we're going to change scenes.
Holy crap! There's a map!
What? We have a.
We have a map. Okay. You don't have control of that? Interesting. You should be good, Red. You're not? I pulled all the players over here. Hang on. I see what happened. I know what happened. She was on her own thing from a oh. Yep, I know what happened. Nope, I got it. Yep.
Oh,
Easy.
something's going on with audio.
Easy
Yeah.
fix. Easy fix. Thank you. Huge shout out. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Karasu.
As the two of you walk out into the open street, it is a very familiar area to the both of you. It is extremely reminiscent of your home island. Or at least the island both of you currently call home anyways.
Mm.
As you two step out into this space, you begin to notice let me just go ahead and get these guys where I want them to.
The fuck?
Oh yeah. The two of you step out and instantly you feel this strange, almost like a reverberation or like a sonar ping seems to wash over the entire area. Just this very deep boom across everything. And
Lovely.
afterwards, you quickly notice that just apparating up from the ground are these three decently large, probably as big as Drakix, probably slightly bigger, upper torsos of just, as best you can describe, just spectral creatures. They have two of these just thick, beefy arms that end in these gnarly claws, this kind of open, gaping mouth of just black and shadow teeth, two piercing red eyes, and then as it goes down the torso to the waist, very much like a genie-like effect. There's just a bit of like a wisp of smoke or a tail. And all three of them instantly train on the two of you. In your minds, in whatever language your character learned first, they hear. Let's roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh boy.
She
Shit's
wouldn't
going
have had
down.
time- She wouldn't have had time to do mage armor before all this, huh?
I'm gonna go with no. This was all very quick, especially with her current mental status.
Very true. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna grab 3 d20s of different colors for each of these little boys here. Ooh, ain't bad.
Oh god, they rolled forever.
Alrighty then. Let me get a fresh piece of scratch paper real quick. Keep track of everything properly. Front of this. I need to go buy a book or a journal just for combat and just put initiative tracker on it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
How many pages have I filled in this thing? There we go. Okay. My apologies. What do you got?
20 for Eva.
Oof. Red?
18.
18. Jesus, you guys beat. I even rolled decently well and you beat him.
No.
These poor,
Here comes the
Clearly.
thunder.
poor fellers.
Mhm.
Nice. 1, 2, 3. Yes, if you, like I said before, if you can hear the thunder, apologize. Deal with it.
It'll be coming through
Oh,
my
I
mic
know.
now. It's my turn.
Oh, it's coming through you now? Yeah, it looks okay
Yeah.
outside. All right. Top initiative. Eva, your turn. What are you doing?
Oh, so that's Carasso visiting you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, friend. Appreciate it.
I'm going to rapidly give these guys some default names so I can keep track of myself.
Mm-hmm.
For this round, I'm going to slide up 10 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that should get me. Right? That should. Yeah, that'll hit all three of them. Easy peasy.
Uh-oh.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Kinetic Jaunt. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to hold on that for now because they are still a distance away.
Mhm.
I am going to save that, and I will cast Bane on all three of them.
Oh, okay. That is a
Charisma
saving throw?
15.
Give me 1 second while I assign dice colors to these guys so I can just roll all 3 at once.
No, you're good.
Oh, easy. What, DC?
15 charisma.
Okay. Ooh, damn. Only one made it. Be him. Everybody else is baned?
Correct.
We'll go with this. This looks like a nice bane token.
Works for me.
There we go. So as you
And
cast a spell and you watch as in your eyes, Eva, you watch as you command the arcane to your whim, and you can see rising up behind these spectral forms is a much more translucent, almost perfectly transparent figure just comes up behind it and just goes, just wraps his arms around it and then vanishes. Red, what you notice is that Eva casts a spell and he watches 2 of these creatures just have some kind of like a physical reaction to it.
Mm.
And bonus action, which is the last thing I'll do for this turn. Bardic Inspiration to Red, since she's right there.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's an extra d6 for you.
Ooh, there you
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
Alrighty then. Red, your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, so bonus action Wreath of the Phoenix.
Okay. So as this familiar flame begins at your boots and just crawls and licks up your entire body, Eva, you kind of turn back, you don't really feel a heat. It's just a visual, it's a bit brighter around her. As you turn and look, you watch she is just surrounded in this oddly calm but incredibly intense flame.
Just looks badass to me. That's all I'm saying. She's pretty hot, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yes. And then she will use a sorcery point to twin a spell.
Ooh, what are you twinning?
And twinning Firebolt.
Your bolts.
Yeah.
Which 2 are you firing at?
The 2 baned ones.
Okay.
So first roll is a 17 to hit.
That definitely is.
Okay. And that is 6 damage.
Okay.
And the second one is a 23 to hit.
Definitely
damn.
hits. Jesus.
God damn.
And that would be, oh, that's only 2 damage. However, she is going to spend another sorcery point to smack on some more fire damage on there from her Wraith of the Phoenix.
Okay.
And that will be 4 additional damage.
Okay, so 6 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, that is it.
Okay, you just kind of, when you twin a spell, do you cast out of both hands or do you just twin it from one hand?
Oh, she's casting it out of both at the same time.
Oh, yeah, so you just outstretch both arms, just like guns akimbo style, and just boom.
Mm-hmm.
The creatures, they just get hit, and they both just lock their beady red glowing eyes on you. And your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. He's gonna move. He's gonna move 25 feet to here.
Mm.
He has a minus D4 to an attack roll. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. He's going to make an attack against you.
Attack rolls and saving throws.
Oof. 4. Yeah. There you are. My little caltrop pyramid of death. Oh God.
Sounds like you stepped on one or two.
Yeah.
10 to hit.
No.
Okay, as this creature just kind of rushes up to you, you watch as his arm comes up and over in this wide arc, its hand as big as your head coming down, and you watch as something within it seems to wrench its wrist just to the side, and it just barely scrapes right next to your body. Like it kind of like almost brushes just off your shoulder, just wham, and hits the ground next to you.
Mm.
The second one, who do you go after? He is going to use his movement to move right next to you, Red. He is going to make a similar swipe attack against you. He is not baned, but a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Oof. This one comes up and you kind of move to the side a little bit. You're like, okay, that was close. And you just feel the other one behind you, like, oh no. And you just turn the other direction real quick as a claw just swipes straight down in front of you now. Just hits the ground in front of you. Like, that was closer.
So I don't hate being this guy, but did he roll that advantage?
I did.
All right, just wondering. I didn't hear. I only heard one dice hit.
And this
Listen,
one
really,
will
what's
move-
going on is they're just cleaning off. Like they're just making sure the fact that Red has like no dust on her clothes.
Yeah, they're just
Like
getting
just
rid of
cleaning. They're just cleaning off the ash. They're
Hey!
cleaning the ash off.
I don't need a minus a D4 on that because that's going to hit no matter what. Natural 20.
What's that now? Oh, against Eva? Oh.
Yeah.
Silvery barbs.
Ah, okay.
Nah,
Come on, let me do it again.
That's a reaction.
Come
I
on,
can do
Come
that.
on, give me another fucking natural 20. I can do this.
I didn't want to use my silvery barbs.
3. Loser.
Ow.
So, Eva, I've never really asked this. When you cast Silvery Barbs, what happens? How do you cast this spell?
Eva kind of just reaches out, and in her mind, she sees a little silver thread that loops itself around this creature, and she just cuts it.
Okay. So as the creature comes up to you and raises its, again, much up and over, you imagine a silvery thread that just wraps around the creature's wrist, and you wrench your wrist around, and it tightens down almost in... If it was made from actual flesh and muscle, you probably could have removed this creature's wrist. But as it is mostly incorporeal, as it brings the wrist down, it just kind of gets drugged just off to the side as it slides next to your body and also misses. Just hits around. Just, Very good use. Ah. And that's the end of their turn. What was your actual initiative, Eva?
20.
Okay. It is your turn.
Okie dokie. I see friends all around us, but I particularly do not like this one that is in front of me. He is a problem.
So wait, the question now is who got the advantage from silvery barbs?
Guess
That's
we'll find
true.
out.
Yep.
Do you have to designate it when you cast a spell, or do you just use it? You can designate it afterwards.
It's not
You
specific.
can choose a different
mentioned.
creature you see within range. You can choose yourself. It doesn't say when I can choose, but the only other creature here would be red.
Yeah.
So
True. So I'll say it's with the casting of the spell. So who do you pass it to? Can you choose yourself, or do you have to be able to
Yeah.
choose?
yeah, no, I can choose. So it would
Okay.
go to red.
Okay.
Oh, alright.
Advantage for the next minute on attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do with my turn is I see this homie next to me. I'm going to ignore him for a second.
Okay.
I'm going to turn around and throw a dagger at the one on red's left side that is baned.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Natural 20 for 25.
Jesus. I'll get silvery
Yeah.
barbs. This is bullshit. I should make up a phantom version of silvery barbs. Like,
There you go.
I don't know. I'm kidding. No, that's incredible.
I
That's
mean,
20.
I have some
Fantastic.
ideas for you if you want. Talk about it later.
Go ahead and so just so everybody
So
knows, I do my crits a bit differently because nothing's worse than rolling a 1 on a dice for a crit. The way I handle crits is all the dice, just the dice that's associated with your crit is maxed. Then you roll your damage and you add those two together.
So the die is a d4.
So you
So 24
automatically
plus
start
3.
at 4.
Okay. And then we're going to do an additional 6.
So you're at 10.
So 10. And I am going to throw Psychic Blades for an extra 2d6 psychic damage.
Okay. Same thing.
So that is.
Maxed.
Oh, same?
Same.
Never mind. Ignore that roll. That would be.
Well, I
12.
still need to roll. Because
Okay.
now it's 12 and 7.
So
I got it. I'm working on it.
19 plus 10?
29 points of damage. Yeah, that's right. So you huck this dagger, and as you grab it, is there some flair to it?
Not when it's on its way, but as it hits, there's this burst of purple that comes from the psychic blades to deal the psychic damage.
Okay, so Red, as you have quickly dodged 2 back-to-back attacks, you look to the one that attacked you first, like, okay, you are about to go down. And then you just see this dagger sink itself right under the rib cage of this creature. You're like, oh, thanks, Eva. And then you watch as this burst of purplish energy just outward from the blast, and the creature is just sundered into ash and nothingness.
And that is my turn. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
good turn.
Red,
Yeah,
your turn.
it was. Okay, cool. So she's gonna do a couple of things.
Okay.
She will be moving, so there will be an attack of opportunity from this dude.
Yes.
Go ahead, you fine, do it.
13.
Nope.
Jesus.
Okay, so she's gonna move here.
Okay.
bonus action, convert a first level spell slot into sorcery points.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
Bonus action.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yep. And so she's sacking one first level spell slot, getting back 2 sorcery points.
Okay.
And then she will use one of those sorcery points to twin firebolt again.
Okay, roll a hit.
All right, first one. We're going to be using, well,
Well,
I will use my inspiration on that one. It's only a 15.
that hits.
Oh, it does hit?
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
You get these creatures aren't hard to hit.
Okay.
Pretty sure Silvery Barbs is the next roll you make.
Yeah, so roll again.
Yeah, you roll again and see if you get a crit on this one.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Very good point. Thank you, Rod.
Let me see. Did not crit, but got better. 19.
Still hits.
Yep.
You're still good.
That'll be right. That'll be 6 damage on the first one, which is the
Which
one
one's
next
is
to
the
me.
first one?
Or
The one that was next
the one
to you?
that was next to me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then gonna do firebolt at the second one. That'll be a 23.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
And we're gonna roll the damage. That'd be a 10 damage.
Ooh, that creature is rendered into nothingness.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting
and
as
that's
you
the turn.
as you watch the creature, it just seems like as you hit, you watch it blow through the creature and almost like using the momentum of the firebolt, the creature is like sucked into that hole and it just turns to ash and then eventually nothing.
Oh yeah.
Anything
She's
else?
satisfied. Nope, that's her turn.
Okay, well, 2 of my creatures are dead. That's cool.
Dead.
Cool. No, I'm kidding.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Since you just hit him with that firebolt, he is going to run towards you or fly towards you quickly and make a strike against you.
Do it.
Uh,
And this one's gonna have a DM's bane. Brr, brr.
you don't need it.
Okay, never mind.
It's a natural 1.
Oh no.
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh, a dex check.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be an 18.
Do you have any melee attack you have? You may take.
Okay, I'm gonna smack some. Well, if he had hit me, I would have been able to react with fire damage, but I will just go ahead and melee this thing with Dagger of the Phoenix. Oh no. We are gonna use a
No.
we're definitely using inspiration. Okay.
That's what it's there
Roll
for.
this one. Okay. That'd be a 16 or not a 16, a 13.
13
Mm-hmm.
does technically hit, but I'm of a conflicted mind here. It is a natural 1.
How spectacularly does she hit?
Roll your
Can I add-
damage, but it's only going to take half.
Okay, only gonna take half. I got you. That's a 5.
So 5
Half
halves
of that is
2.
2.
Okay. You get a hit in, but it doesn't feel as strong as you wanted it to. You're just like, okay, that could have been better. As it looks down at you, just this just this
Nice.
spectral ether voice as its mouth begins to open, like it's going to take a bite out of you.
Okay.
And that was just on his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Eva's turn.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. I obliterated the other one next to you.
I saw that. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw another dagger its direction.
Roll it.
That is a
Beautiful.
12 to hit.
12 does hit.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
And that is 6 damage.
It. Red, as you're standing there, like, okay,
Mhm.
I could have done better. You go to pull the dagger out just in time to see Eva throw a dagger, and you have to kind of move your head a little bit because the dagger goes through and through the creature and sticks into the wall. Not next to you, but kind of close, as the creature is just ripped to shreds and
Aw.
vanishes.
Well, that certainly was interesting. Do you think there's probably more of these about? Yes.
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
Neither have I.
First of all, I'm going and getting my daggers back. I'm not losing those.
It's probably a smart move.
You recover your 2 daggers.
It called us intruders?
Right.
This is. Well, I thought that this was our space.
I thought so as well. Maybe they mean the dreamscape? Don't know.
What you do?
Does she hear anything else around?
Nothing seems to be catching your attention, other than the fact that it's very weird to see and be in this space, even though you have to remind yourself you're dreaming. It's so lifelike and real, but there's just no people.
Do we see any specters around, though?
You do not.
So basically just devoid of all life at the moment.
The two of you seem to be the only conscious things around here.
Should we try to find the others?
Do you think they're here?
I mean, generally, when we end up in the dream realm, we all end up together at some point.
That's true. Pick a direction then, I guess. I'll follow you.
All right. She be going this way down to the street.
Okay. Are you going to go down the street?
Oh, yeah.
How far do you walk?
Probably like 5 minutes to see if she can see if there's anybody around at all.
Make a perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna be using a help dice on that one. Cool. That's a 17.
Okay. The 17, you quickly notice that you are walking through the same area over and over and over.
Right.
The same 7 buildings in various patterns just seem to be reappearing again and again and again and again.
Should we hmm. How do you figure we get out of here?
Well, if we want outs, we can generally just push ourselves where we want to go. So, what if we went and said, let's go back to the ship?
Can go back to the ship?
Can certainly try.
Yeah, true.
And Eva will try to will herself back onto the chaser.
Okay. How do you
Crash
do
into
this?
the mud.
Being familiar with the crew quarters, Eva's going to picture them in her mind and kind of imagine herself like being transplanted over to the chaser, if that makes sense.
Okay. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Boop. That's a 12.
You begin to focus and you try to imagine yourself standing in the crew quarters. The smell does come, the interesting scent of the cloud ocean, but you open your eyes and you're still standing in the street.
Guess not this time.
Both of you give me history checks.
History?
Great. Alright, that's not bad. An 18.
Better than my 8.
Eva,
Oh,
you're
no.
Eva, you are currently stumped. Red, you recall that typically when you've had these shared dreams, there were moments when you moved through doorways that you seemed to shift from one memory or one dream to another.
So perhaps we should go through one of these doors.
Preferably not the one we just came out of, that is burning. But you may pick any of the others.
I think that's the best one to go through.
Fire doesn't bother me anyway. Let's go through a different one then.
I mean, take your pick.
She'll pick the one across the way from where they came out.
Okay.
Over here.
Who is going to lead through the doorway?
Before we go, she's gonna cast mage armor on herself. But then, yes, she will go through the doorway.
Okay. Roll a D100.
A D100. Oh, lovely. Okay. D100. Let's do. And be a 73.
Oof.
Uh-oh. It's a good thing I cast mage armor.
Let's see here. Well, you're going to. This might not be awful. Might not be awful. Hang on.
My gosh.
Consult my chart.
Inspires zero confidence.
Gotta check my chart. Hang on. Okay, no, you're good.
Okay.
You walk through the doorway, and for a moment, we're just going to go back to. I'm going to put this stream scene.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move it back to the regular map for a moment. And the two of you walk through the doorway, and you walk into the crew quarters.
Mm. So we're back.
We're somewhere that isn't there.
You know?
Do you close the door behind you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm not the last one through, so.
Okay, Eva, do you close the door behind you?
Yes, because her running theory is that if the doors control the places where they are, then closing the door is what creates a definitive boundary between them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does. You close the door. And when the door closes, there is this loud cannon fire boom that overtakes the entire area the two of you are in. Not just one, but multiple. It's just boom, 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 boom. And then
Shit.
there's a return volley, much more distant. Boom, 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 boom.
Duck.
Right.
As she says that, the wall not far from the both of you just explodes in splinters of wood and hot metal. Both of you make a dexterity saving throw.
That'd be an 18.
Success.
14.
Failure.
Did you want to use a help dice?
I'm afraid of something else, so I'm saving them.
Okay.
Eva, you take 9 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay.
Ouch.
And
I know where we are. This hurts.
Red, you take half of that, so 4 points
4.
of damage.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Let's go upstairs, yeah?
Quickly.
Right.
You head upstairs, and once you get up there, you see Drakix and a familiar figure to you, Red. You see a one Captain Breeze standing at the helm, shouting orders. You see Drakix frantically moving to ready another volley as the two of you come up top to this intense battle scenario. For you, Eva, you look off in the distance, just above the ship, to see what the opposing force may be. And you see that familiar, blackened, purple-wooded, massive ship with sails as dark as the night, headed and mounted at the front, a pure ivory skeleton. A very familiar ship to you. We're going to break.
I knew that was happening. That's just not keep quiet.
It's fun though.
I'm glad you guys are having fun. It's a lot to put together the last couple weeks.
We finally have this dream. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yep. And don't worry, Doctor, you're coming soon. Everybody's getting a piece today.
I don't know what from the vision I had. I don't know if I should be worried or not.
You totally shouldn't be worried. Not at all. No. Anyways, we are going to go to break. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes roughly. As I say, every Wednesday when we go to break, we get snacks. So I encourage all of you to go get snacks. It's D&D night. You're supposed to have snacks and horrible foods for you. So go eat those things. Just for tonight, though. Rest of the time, make sure you take care of yourself. Don't listen to your health advice. I don't know what I'm doing. I just ramble. But I hope you're enjoying the first half. I look forward to seeing how the second half goes. And we'll see all of you in about 10-15 minutes.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging out during our break. Hopefully you went and got some snacks just like I did and my table did, because I am an advocate of snacks. That's why I believe in the term the snackadent. If you don't know what a snackadent is, you can learn later. But anyways, where we left off. Red, Drakix, Eva. The three of you find yourself in a shared space. A chaotic space. A memory seeming to be merged and pulled from two different sources. Drakix, you're familiar with the chaos of the scene and the attack, but not the ship. Eva, you're familiar with the ship and some of this chaos, but not all of it is matching precisely with your memory. Some of it seems altered or different. But it is still an incredible, crazy scene. And let me make sure I have these all scaled properly. I am gonna fix one thing real quick before we get to it. That should be a little better. So space will be a little funky here. Don't count these squares as exactly 5-foot squares, just so you know. But I'm going to pull the players over first and then switch the scenes.
Oh, lovely.
So
Cute.
the three of you find yourselves upon the smaller ship, of course, as there is a constant battle happening right now. What are
I
all
so
of
big.
you doing? What?
Oh my god, look at him. It's like, oh wow, I take up like a quarter of the ship without meaning to.
Yeah, like I said, spacing's a little weird with this. I didn't have time to do all the measurements and get everything perfectly right and large and everything. So just remember the three of you are on a smaller ship. You don't have to have your tokens out right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just delete my token. That's fine. Drac is, we'd have to see if he realizes that this is a dream or if he's just stuck in his memory all over again.
I would
'cause
say
what tends.
you are welcome to make a roll as you see fit, but as you are going through this, you do get a good look at the ship and you're like, that's not how it looked. That's not who attacked us this day. It was a storm, not a ship. Or was it a ship? Was it a storm? You begin to question that as you just sense this companionship with this friendship and this calmness in this chaotic space. And you look over your shoulder, you can see coming up from the decks below is a wounded Eva and Red.
Immediately, the first thing he does is go over to them.
Okay.
And just lay on hands.
Who gets what?
Let me see what my total is because I tend to forget that shit.
Should be 15.
Should be 15. Yes, it is 15. So 9 for. He's probably gonna go look to see like who's the most wounded in essence.
I believe
Probably
that would be
Eva.
Eva.
Eva's gonna get 9, and then he's just gonna dump the rest into Red.
You don't need to do that much for me, love. It's barely a scratch.
Well, he's still gonna do it anyway. Unless, of course, you say, "Nope, I'm good. I'm good at this point."
She's gonna say she's good when she's completely healed, which leaves you 2 extra.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you do that. Eva and Red, what are you two doing?
Right. So we doing a battle now?
At this point, he just kind of he sighs because like he's now forcing himself out of the mentality that he had in the moment. And he kind of like takes a slow, deep breath, and he goes, "This is one of the battles that we had. And
Boom! As there is a volley of cannon fire from each ship. I'm just
Right.
gonna roll a couple
immediately he just ducks. He
roll a
just
couple
ducks
of
down.
d20s here to see how each side does. I would say your vessel would be equipped with 3, and the opposing vessel would be equipped with 4, at least on that side.
How far away is the other ship, too?
I'd say probably loosely counting each square is roughly 10 feet instead of the usual 5, so 30 to 35 feet away. They're
Oh, cool. Can I set it on fire?
rather close. You can when we finish this. Drakex, would you roll 3d20 and add 6?
To each individual one?
To
Just
each
to be sure?
individual one. Yes, each one is a cannon. So it's like each cannon gets a +6 to its attack.
Are you kidding me? So that's 2 11s and a 10.
Your 11s hit. I would say for each cannon, roll. Let's see here. Cannon, ballpark. Let's go with 3d10.
3d10.
For each cannon.
So that'll be 6d10 total. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So 6d10 total.
And I do have whole HP, so I will need it.
13 because I rolled like crap.
Okay.
13 total damage.
I am not rolling like crap. Jesus.
Oh, no.
Jesus Louises. So I'm gonna give you the numbers, even though you guys don't have access to see what the health of the hull is, just so you guys can help visualize everything. You said 13 damage. You said
13 total damage. Yeah.
okay. The other ship responds with a harsh volley, and it deals 56 points of damage to your ship.
Wait, how much?
56.
Can I silvery one of those hits?
Cannon. Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, cool. She's going to do that and
Uh,
give advantage to Drac.
does miss, so I will chunk off the last round of damage, which was thankfully an even number. So it deals 46 points of damage to the ship.
Okay.
So there you are. And after this volley, all of you watch as these just generic humanoid shapes almost on your ship that you are occupying is automatically reloading, pouring the gunpowder, packing, putting the round in. A lot of these shapes are just very nondescript.
Drac just instantly goes right back into freaking sailor mode and starts giving out orders on top of making sure the fact that everything's done properly. After kind of explaining like what would have happened, he's just like, fuck these people. How dare they try to bring down the ship that I'm on?
Okay, so I'm not going to roll initiative. I'm just going to have each ship have its own. So we are going to roll initiative, but not for players, for ships. So who would like to roll the initiative for your ship.
Definitely not me, because clearly I'm rolling shit.
I don't have that great a dex.
Listen, I would definitely Greek fire the other ship if we had it. Okay.
All right, cool. I will go ahead and roll initiative
Okay,
for our
just
ship.
roll a d20.
A d20.
Just roll a d20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
That'd be a 12.
Okay, let's go second.
Great. Thank you. Wonderful and lovely.
So this ship is going to take its action to ready and reload the cannons. It's a full action to do so.
Okay.
So all of you here can see these, again, just shapes. Humanoid, 2 arms, 2 limbs, and a head. Reloading cannons. Now all of you will take your turn at once. So it's going to go down the line. What is everybody doing?
Would it be an action in order to get the crew would just be listening to the captain, so they're gonna automatically reload, right?
Oh yeah, you can. Again, it's in this space. There is shouting and chaos, but there's not really defined voices. Like, you know what the captain sounds like. Red, you know what the captain sounds like, so you can pick out that voice. But anything else is just like background screaming and noises, just pure chaos.
Okay.
Okay. Important question.
Sure.
Can I see where their gunpowder is?
I was
On the
going to
other
ask
ship.
that same thing.
You can use your action to make a perception check. If you want.
Screw it. I will use my action to see if I can spot their gunpowder.
Okay. Roll a perception check, please.
That's a 12.
12.
Put a help dice on it.
I will put a help dice on it, actually. I was thinking about that anyway. Let's see.
Roll it again.
D4.
Because you were given the advantage.
I was given the advantage. Okay, then. So that was a 1 from the D4.
Okay.
Nope, that's a 13.
Okay. So you're looking, and beyond a certain point, because you're not familiar with this memory, it's just blurs.
It was just too chaotic in the moment for me to remember properly. Fuck. Okay. Let's see. Does he kind of see where their bodies are kind of like coming from with equipment? Because that he probably may have remembered, possibly.
You can see the gun ports, but you cannot see beyond inside of them.
Got it. Okay. He's just gonna look to the other and be like, if you can, aim inside the gun ports, like right behind the cannons. Just blast them to hell.
Okay. Eva, Red.
Okay. So again, she's going to bonus action Wraith of the Phoenix.
Okay.
But she's going to, because you said the other ship is what, 30 feet away, correct?
30 to 40, kind of depending where you're at, where it's at, things like that.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a 60-foot range, so I'm good.
You're good.
Create bonfire right at the bottom of the mast.
Okay. You cast a spell, and a bonfire begins to burn there.
Okay. I also have damage rolls for that.
Okay.
So she's also going to plop a sorcery point, which gives it an extra 4. But the damage roll is 6, so that's 10 total damage to the mast itself. And create bonfire also. Let me grab this. The bonfire ignites flammable objects in its area that aren't being worn or carried.
Okay.
Oh, and that's my turn.
All right. Just getting some things marked down here for my remembering. Eva?
Eva.
Eva? Mayo stepped away.
Sorry, nope, I'm
Nope.
here.
Okay, you're good.
Yep.
Because the silvery barbs worked on the cannon, would I be able to do the same thing using Bane?
Looking through it, you can make out humanoid shapes, but beyond that, you're uncertain race, gender, even like height and weight. They're just these very, again, just nondescript, blackened, blurred humanoid shapes.
Well, I'm going to pick 4 of them closest to each of the cannon ports, and those 4 that I choose are going to each receive a Bane.
Okay.
This is Bane at 2nd level, so I get 4 creatures.
Are you spanning this out over various ports? Or are you picking one cannon and focusing it? Because each cannon is armed
It's over.
by
It's
3 to 4
one,
people.
one for each of the ports.
Okay. Your DC is 15?
Yes.
To succeed.
Okay.
Give me a moment. I will mark down that 2 are Bane.
Maybe we can take less damage this next time around.
Very nice.
Okay.
That is marked.
Anything else?
And bonus. I don't know if that works technically. No, that wouldn't help me. Nope, that is all for now.
Okay.
Being a little baby level 3 kind of sucks for me.
Okay.
Not much I can do.
Top of the next turn. All cannons across the border reloaded. Take a volley. We'll Bane real quick. That did bring it down to where only 2 hit.
That's what I needed.
But I will say, out of those 2, one of those did crit.
You mean they weren't distracted by the giant fire on their ship?
Not yet.
They do not seem to be distracted by the fire on their ship.
Oh, good. That means it can spread.
Kevin. Drakix, your ship suffers 61 points of damage. And it is beginning to sink. Which is interesting, because as this happens, as it comes to your turn, you are thinking, why are we lowering? They didn't hit enchantments yet. We should still at least be floating somewhat. And this is where you, in this strange calm, there's a moment you look around and you realize what's beneath your vessel is not cloud, but water.
Eh? That definitely feels weird. Hold up, Chief.
So hold on.
He
Does he get seasick?
I would say not enough time has passed and it's rather chaotic right now. But it is definitely seasick in the essence of, first you're like, are we just in a big lake? But then you look around and there's just no ground anywhere. It is just water as far as you can see. Glistening, beautiful, clear water. Also spattered with various bodies and parts of your ship.
Listen, we don't talk about that part.
But the captain is going to take his turn to shout fire. You would roll 3d20 plus 6 to each roll. Tell me your numbers.
So that's a 16, a 13, and a 16.
2 of your attacks hit. You may roll 3d10 per cannon.
First cannon, 15.
Nice.
Second cannon, also 15.
Nice.
I maxed out damage on one, and I get the minimum on second.
That's funny. Okay. That's the ship's initiative.
Yeah.
What are the 3 of you doing? And you don't have to state in any certain order. If you know what you want to do, you can just go ahead and declare it.
I mean, create bonfires concentration.
Okay.
But she is going to.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Well, it's going to be control flames. She's spreading the damage. It's going to be more damage now.
Okay. How much is it for just create bonfire?
Create bonfire, it affects a 5-foot cube, and it's 1d8 of fire damage.
So I'll say it's a d8 for every 5 feet you affect.
Okay, so she's spreading it another 5 feet.
So that's 2d8 total.
And she's plopping another sorcery point on there to add another 4 on top of it.
Okay.
So 1d8 or 1d10 is, oh, no, that's 2. Great. And then another is 10, so that's 12. Plus 4 is 16. So that's 16 total fire damage, and now the flames are spreading across the deck towards the other mast, because I see there are 2 masts on this one. Just right down the center of the ship. And then she's going to use bonus action to convert a 2nd level spell slot into sorcery points and regain all her sorcery points.
Okay. You said it was a d8 for.
It's a D. Oh no, it is a D8. You're right. Crap.
Okay.
I rolled that completely wrong. I rolled both D10s.
That's what I was like.
Do you want me to re-roll the whole
I
thing?
saw you roll firebolt. I was like, oh yeah, firebolt. I was like, wait a minute, firebolt's 1d10, not 1d8.
Yeah. I will re-roll both of those. That is a 6 and an 8. That's 14 plus 4 is 18.
Okay.
You should have accepted the first one.
Yeah, right. The first one was just 16. This one, when I rolled it correctly, it was 18.
Well,
so.
we like to be correct,
Okay.
whether it's for or against us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, that's on my turn. Oh, and by the way, the wreath of the phoenix, or the wreath of flame, whatever it's called, it ignores resistance to fire spells, just in case that ship has resistance.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
Eva, Trackix.
Still holding the Bane,
Okay.
because that will last for a minute. Yeah. Unless she gets hit and loses it. Unfortunately, there's really not much else I can do from this distance.
Okay.
Tell me about it. What Drac is going to do.
Trackix, I will say, as you're looking around, you can't see there is one cannon not being used.
Yeah, he's going to go over there and just get that cannon ready.
Okay.
That would be the action, right?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Then I will not channel divinity and create my lightning bolt.
Okay.
So yeah, we're working on that cannon.
As you get over there, you're thinking, crap, it's just me by myself, usually a 2 or 3 man job. You grab the gunpowder, you grab a small keg, you put it next to it, you start grabbing you go to reach for a cannonball, and you watch it lift itself up. And as it does, you can see hands apparate around it as a familiar friend of yours, just one of your old crew, just their memory appears before you. Look at you and kind of smile. Come on, we got this. We're not going to lose these guys. And he starts helping you. So, to be your action this time to ready. Next time you can fire what everybody else is readying. So, technically, you have a cannon firing every round now. At least one.
Yep.
And, I'm sorry, Eva, what were you doing?
I will, because the range is 60 feet on that, I'm going to send a Dissonant Whispers to just one of the humanoids I can see on the other ship.
Okay.
I'm just going to fire it off and see if it sticks, basically.
It does not stick.
Cool.
That's 20.
That's... Do what?
Oh, that's 20.
Oh, natural 20?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's still half damage. So 5 points to somebody.
Okay, let me get my pen. And pick a gun port, 1 through 4.
1.
Okay, that's the one that takes it.
Cool.
I was like, shoot, I had these grouped by gun ports. Pick one.
Let the dice decide.
Yep. All right. Next round, the ship uses its action to ready another volley. Back to your guys' round.
My cannon goes off.
Yes. Everybody else is readying. You are already ready because this cannon was not being manned. Yours goes off. Roll a d20 plus 6.
That's a 12.
My goodness.
12.
Wait, hold on. Fuck it. Nope. I'm going to use a damn D4 for that shit. That is a 15.
15 hits.
I was about to say, please tell me it is.
Roll
I'll be
3d10.
furious. 21.
Ooh, buddy. Nice.
Would I be able to use my own action? Or
It would be your action to fire.
okay.
Because last round you would have spent your action, even with the assistance, you would
Okay,
have gotten
got
the
it.
gunpowder in, the round packed, and then this round you would have aimed, lit the fuse, held it steady, fired, and then you're just now pushing. You can choose to leave it in the recoiled position, or you can choose to push it back up where it needs to be to fire again.
Nah, you can push it back where it was.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to use your action again to make ready? Well, that actually, you
Yeah.
would have to do that next turn because you fired this turn.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's your action. Bonus action?
Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Oh no, these are all ranged, so therefore it doesn't matter. I can't use any of the smites on them because they all say melee.
Right now, yes. There is a smite later on you can pick up.
Yeah. I know. I just right now none of the ones I have an option to allow me to do.
There's like 2
weapon
smite spells you can
attacks.
use that for, and it's amazing.
Yes.
Or you can be a warlock, get Elder Smite, and just smite on everything.
Very tempted. Very tempted.
Paladin Warlocks are very fun builds. But anyways,
Yeah.
Eva,
But yeah, that's
Red.
the end of his turn.
The two of you watch as Strackix he's aiming the cannon. Then you see a spectral figure light it as Strackix braces, and boom! And you watch this cannonball just obliterate a back portion of the enemy ship.
Excellent. So with the flame spreading, is anyone concerned on the other ship yet?
They just seem to be firing.
Cool. Are there any cannons within 5 feet of of any of the 10 feet of area that I've got so
No.
far?
All the cannons are
Cool.
below deck. You chose to set the mast on fire.
Or the base of the mast, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I move it 5 more forward, would that be over the grate that goes below deck?
You don't know. You cannot see onto the ship.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Your ship, the ship you are on, is smaller than the other ship. And it's also strangely lower than when you first got here.
Great.
What are you thinking?
She's going to continue to expand the fire
Okay.
using control flames, which will make it 15.
And is it
feet
a
of fire
bonus action
now.
or an action to do that?
That is an action.
Okay. So now you spread 15 feet in total, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And that's going to be 3d8.
Yes.
5 plus 7 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. And we're going to smack another sorcery point on there. So another 4. So that's 17 total.
Okay.
To Mama Maj.
The
What do I want to do for my bonus action?
top deck is starting to look a little jarred.
Yeah. Action. Bonus action. Yeah, I don't really have any bonus actions other than converting sorcery points.
The converting points.
I've only yeah. I've only used one, so even if I convert a level 1 spell slot, it'll give me half of what it normally would.
Okay.
So I suppose that's my thing.
Eva?
Well, slowly running out of things to do, but we'll try Dissonant Whispers again. Why the fuck not?
Pick a gun port.
Dice gods say number 4.
Okay. 19 on the dice.
Motherfucker.
Is that gun port got a bane on it?
You said which one again?
4.
Number 4.
It does, because 2 of them got baned.
Still has to max roll and die though.
And it did.
Can we stack a DM bane on top of it then?
It did max roll on the dice, so
That would meet the DC still.
that meets it.
I mean,
Bane. DM Bane.
Oh yeah, DM Bane.
guarantee it does max damage.
Do you want it?
I want to save that, actually.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll throw the option out there for you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be... Wow, I rolled shitty on that one. 3 damage
Got
to
it.
somebody in port 4. No, I'm saving those banes in case he crits again.
That's true.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. Top initiative. Ship release. Miss. That's almost a misfire, actually. Oof, that was close. That'll hit, and 2 hit. Deals 30 total damage. Your ship is now actively sinking.
Oh, we knew that already.
We're aware.
We are aware. It's your ship's turn. And
Right.
yeah,
Mhm.
3d6. Or 3d10, sorry.
Give me 3d20.
Yes.
That thing. Yes.
Ooh. One misfires, so
That's a 17,
yep, hit.
a misfire,
Uh-huh.
and a nat 20.
Okay. Ooh.
So that's 30.
Roll another d1, another d20.
7.
You lose a cannon.
Son of a bitch.
Dang.
Okay.
Well, at least now you have your actions back, or somebody can shore up the ship.
Yeah, he'd he'd just tell like whatever crew is by that downed cannon just to patch the hole in the hull. Anyway.
Which one?
One of them.
Which
At least to
hole?
slow it down. Come on. All right, so we have 30
We have
plus
30.
40. So that's 47.
Okay.
And
Oof.
60. Nope. 71. 71 total.
True, buddy.
Finally.
That's a pretty good hit.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to see some lingering damage on the other ship. All right.
Listen, don't give him that number. Don't give him that number. He'll say it's that number.
Jackix, are you going to use your action to ready your cannon, or are you going to do something else?
Cannon does more damage. He's going to ready the cannon.
Okay. Eva, red.
Okay, so you know, she's just gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
Spread it another 5 feet. Has she reached the other mast yet?
You have 15 feet right now. This would
20.
push it into 20.
Yeah.
Yes, you've reached the other one by now.
Okay, and it does ignite things that are not being worn or carried. So would that have gone up the mast to the sails on the first ship by now, or the
Yes.
first mast by now?
Yes.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me your damage,
Okay.
and I will let you know what has transpired.
All right. So
Depending upon your damage, depends what happens.
okay, and she's gonna plop another sorcery point on there for extra fire damage.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's 8.
Okay.
Nice.
So 14.
14.
17.
17.
Jesus. 25 plus
29 total. 29 total.
29
29
damage.
total. Okay. The main mast, you are concentrating this flame, and you hear, and you watch as it just falls backwards and crashes into the backside of the ship, and just boom.
Does it extend my fire?
Tall fucking mast.
Tell me it extends
Does
my
that
fire.
also cause structural damage
Roll me
because of the force?
It's a. Someone help me with this one. For each 10 feet of fall damage, it was
It's a
2d6.
D6. No, I think it was a D6
1d6
for fall.
for every 10 feet.
It is 1d8
I'm sorry.
fall damage.
It's a d8 for fall damage now?
It's for every 10 feet. I've actually looked this up recently for no particular purpose for Tuesdays.
did I
At
think
the
it
end of
was
a
a
fall,
D6?
a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for
Is it
every
one?
10 feet.
Okay, so you're going to roll a d12,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to roll 5 of them.
Oh, God. Yes. Okay. All right.
Nice.
You said 5 of them, right?
I did.
5. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, come on. Big money.
Big money. Big money.
Did it not show? Oh, 48.
There it is.
Ooh,
Nice.
I'm not a very good mather, so I'm using a calculator. Ooh, that's solid.
Yeah.
Okay, you watch as the mask falls. The impact does stunt the flame's ability to grow, but you hear just the horrific thud of wood against wood.
Structural damage in the back?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You'll see.
And I still have my original 20 feet, right, of bonfire.
I would say you would lose 5 feet that went up the mast
Okay,
because
okay.
it was going up it as well. So you would still
Okay,
be at
okay.
5.
We burned the flex tape. They don't have any left.
Okay, so 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm just keeping track of it over here.
Okay. Eva.
Yes, we definitely need it for my ship.
I no longer have range to do the shit I want to do, so I am gonna go below decks and help the crew start bailing some water.
Okay.
You have mending. Maybe you can start putting pieces back
I don't
together.
have mending.
I know, I'm messing around.
That's me who has that actually.
As you go through the doorway that leads downstairs, we'll get back to you.
Oh no.
Ah, shit.
Noted.
But I would say Jackson. Actually, no. Red, you clock Eva. Just kind of look at you like, sorry, I'm out. And she goes to the doorway and walks through it and closes it behind her.
Oh no. Oh no.
It is now the other ship's turn. I'll use its action to ready its cannons. Your ship's turn. Captain continues to give the same orders. That memory just replaying like a 6-second loop. Literally just prepare the cannons, fire! Just in that tone every time. Now down 1 cannon. No.
Right.
So Drakex, are you going to continue? Because
Do you pull Drac away?
I will say something. So she just went through the door, which probably leads somewhere else. So we can either go after her and not even possibly end up in the same area as her, or we can continue here. Which one would you like to do? Because I rather like setting things on fire, but it's entirely up to you.
You're asking the man that's currently reliving a memory as a dream if he wants to stay and save his ship and his crew and his captain.
what do you do?
Right, it's either a nightmare or an opportunity to fix it. I don't know which one it is for you. That's why I'm asking.
He's gonna take a moment, take a deep breath,
Okay.
and step away, and just goes, This happens every night. It doesn't matter. It's either this one or the other one. My current crew needs me. And then he turns and looks to Red and just goes, let's go after her.
All right, let's hope it leads the same place.
Okay.
His shoulders are heavy though. Like he's just like
with the tough
the
choice.
urge to
It's
stay.
hard.
The urge is there to stay, but he's just like, no. My current crew needs me. I need to be there for them. These people
Another
are
volley.
long gone.
You guys go to the doorway. You make a beeline for the door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll something real quick.
I would say that his thoughts would be on
Trackix.
Ava.
Roll me a d20.
Mm.
A 3.
No.
I rolled a 14. This
Where are you taking me?
this was a luck check. As the two of
Apparently,
you
I have shitty luck.
head towards the door. Boom. Another volley of cannon fire. The two of you are making your way there running, and the door is obliterated in a cannon fire.
Oh no.
And that's where we're gonna end the episode.
Oh. Oh. She's still in range. She can continue to do fire stuff. All she did was move.
Listen, man, he's at this point in time, he's furious. He's gonna have a freaking lightning bolt ready for them next.
Well, Doctor, I'm sorry you didn't get much time tonight.
Oh
That
no.
happens.
I do have plenty of things planned for everybody. This was a very good place for me to end it because Miss Eva is going to be missing for just a few weeks. She has some things to take care of.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, we hope it works out fantastic, and we await your return once good news is had.
Indeed. I will keep you posted.
Thank you so very much. Until then, we will continue the story on without you. This is a good place for me to end it to assist in the storytelling narrative. So, I hope everyone here had a great time. I hope you enjoyed watching us tell this story. To my players, thank you so much for making this so much fun for me as a DM. It's a blast.
Listen, you have pissed off a paladin.
You gonna make the oath of anger?
He was not gonna do this. And now next week he's gonna do some bullshit. You had it coming. That's all I'm saying.
I have it coming.
He had it coming.
I mean, I met my weekly quota of making you think of a new how mechanics interact with each other last night, so I'm covered.
Yeah, you did well. Why is there a D6 in my D8 pouch? Get out of there.
I have no idea.
I don't either. All right, everybody.
Man.
The dice are put away. The story is done for today. Thank you all so very much for joining us. If you enjoyed the content here, make sure to tune in on Sundays. There's something fun, fresh, and new just around the corner. I won't say anything else. I'll just leave us with I'm ready to play a really fun character, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh.
Well, let's just put it this way. I will say that regarding that, this will be my first time actually playing that type of character, so that'll be
Oh.
interesting on its own.
I am interested. But until then, have a fantastic night, have a fantastic week, and we will catch you for this story next Wednesday. Until then, be safe, have fun, and eat snacks. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.